It's going all right. It's going all right. I had a. I think I don't know if I'm coming down with something, but I had a lousy night's sleep, so I'm kind of like shivering a lot.
Oh
So
no!
Oh my
if you see me
God.
shaking. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't have a fever. I sound fine, but like it's, every so often you might see me go like this.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Cybertron!
Something's different. Something's amiss. Autopod Deceptichange. Here, I'll try my best. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast, your bi-weekly podcast delivering an episode-by-episode breakdown of the Beast Wars Transformers animated series. Today, we're covering episode 25, the penultimate episode from Season 1, Other Voices, Part 1, which aired March 31st, 1997. I'm your host.
I'm Caleb.
Caleb's here with me.
Hey,
Like I said, something's wrong.
where's Aaron?
Gloom in the room. Outside is the storm.
Okay.
From the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack.
Okay, thank you for letting me know that.
Yep. So, yeah, sad to say, friends, Aaron's not here with us today because he wanted to take a vacation and have a life. Like a real cuck.
Yeah, I don't appreciate this.
No?
What, Aaron?
Oh, him being gone?
Yeah,
Or
I don't.
just-
I know, you're fine.
Don't take any vacations, Caleb.
I haven't been. I'm broke.
Yeah, we're saving up for
my
TFCon.
wife. My wife just went on a vacation without me.
Yeah, but she went on a...
Oh, come on
She
now.
went on a wife vacation.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she did. She went to Colorado for a week with the youngest.
Oh, cool.
They had a really good time, but I couldn't get the time off, and frankly, could only afford just half of the family.
Yeah,
to go.
because you have a new job, a different job. Like,
different
just
job?
started.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but so fuck you, Aaron.
Fuck you. The fun thing is, though, like, I don't have to run the edit by him. I can put in anything filthy I want. You guys are stuck in here with me.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, we'll see if I have anything. I'm going to be good.
Sure.
So, I mean, for all you know, I could be lying, and listener, and Aaron's in a mental institution for exhaustion. I'm just kidding. We don't have mental health facilities in this country anymore because Ronald Reagan fucked us.
Well, where are we going here?
I hate being in the driver's seat, is what I'm saying.
This is going to be buckle up, everybody. This is
I'm supposed to be the abrasive, hilarious, wisecracking sidekick character in the sitcom that everybody loves, but nobody wants to see a spinoff of.
you're going to drive us off a cliff.
Yeah. I mean, your job doesn't change at all, Caleb.
Nope.
So,
It's good stuff.
got to direct this episode, make a drink, do the real world, script deviations, edit, and post this thing, all while being hilarious. And the podcast doesn't be erased.
I play the bias the drink song on my phone.
Sometimes. So it's not all bad news if you're still listening, friends, for we have an illustrious guest today to round out the trio: owner, operator, madman behind TFU Info and Transformers University podcast. Welcome back to the show, Anthony Burkali. How's it going, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Great. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, happy to be here. Do you need me to step in and do the intro as Aaron, or as me doing
Aaron?
Absolutely.
Can we just call you Aaron?
Aaron gave you a much more grandiose intro when you first guested on the show back on our episode 236, The Spark, but you're a returning guest now, and we don't roll out the VIP carpet
Yeah.
anymore.
Now it's like it's like that second marriage.
You can just ask Mike Seibert.
That's right. Sometimes we just don't even intro him. He
Yeah.
just starts talking.
It's no more champagne and roses in the green room.
No,
It's
no,
like
no.
leftover macaroni salad.
Clean up after yourself.
For anyone who needs a refresher on TFU Info and Transformers University Pod, can you just tell us a little about that and how this stuff came to be real quick?
Oh boy! So TFU.info is the world's longest-running transforming toy archive. Launched it in, I always got to remember this, 2002. We basically chronicle every figure that has ever been made, basically up till 2016, because I just don't have time to add on new stuff at the moment. And then Transformers University podcast is a podcast about the history of Transformers in chronological order, starting with 1984. We're currently in 1988, talking a bit about Master Force and some Marvel.
Yeah,
US
I was going to
and
ask you
Marvel
where you
UK
were
comics.
at this point.
Yep. It's fun because I've never seen Master Force, and so this is all new to me in terms of what's in there and just the weirdness and the wackiness of it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that, I mean, we can keep finding content.
Oh, there's so much Transformers content. I mean, like, I don't know. You said you've been slowly updating or changing your website to get it up to date, but like, it seems like a monumental task.
Oh boy, is it! And I made the mistake, not the mistake, but I was in the process of redesigning it. So like the redesign is current, I think, through like 2007. So like once I get caught up to 2016, then we start adding new stuff in.
Nice. Yeah, one of my this is unrelated, but one of my favorite things about you, Anthony, is that every time we mention the music video show The Box, you DM us to tell us that you were like, nobody knows this.
No one remembers it but me. People I know who like grew up in the same area as me don't remember.
That's
it.
weird.
I'm like, you don't remember The Box? It was the other music channel.
We couldn't get away from The Box here.
Oh, man.
Especially if you didn't have cable.
Yeah.
It was like channel like 12 or 13. It was in between VHF and UHF. And when we just had like 4 stations for us people without cable, to just have another station
I mean,
appear
I got
regardless
cable in first grade.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Your parents just mismanaged money.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they had the priorities.
I mean,
straight.
we didn't have a lot of food, but we had cable.
Yeah. You could watch people eating.
And then we got like free HBO for like 2 years, back when it just happened for no reason.
Oh, they just forgot.
Yeah,
That's
the cable
cool.
company. It was Channel 7. And then sometimes you could hover between channels and find the Spice Network.
Of course. Yeah. So, yeah, The Box. Yeah, I know we keep talking about it, but it was just when it was just like, oh, a new station and it's music, and this is amazing because I don't get MTV.
Yeah, and The Box had all the videos that MTV wouldn't show.
Yep.
So, like,
Mostly sexy ones.
Yeah.
Right? It was like Madonna's Justify My Love and like Carmen Electra.
A lot of Carmen Electra. Yeah.
And then like 2 Live Crew or like Your Mama's on Crack Rock.
Yeah. We heard when we had it, they played Eazy-E's Real Motherfucking G's like all the time, just constantly. That was during his beef with Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre beef.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, is anything else going on? Are you thinking of making it to any cons this year or anything?
No, probably not. Just yeah, cons are kind of like out of the budget right now for me to do, and maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where things are headed.
Yeah, we're planning. All 3 of us are going to TFCon in Chicago in October. We have a merch table for the first time, so at least one of us will be tethered to that.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
I see a few things, and then I'm cool with hanging out.
yeah.
Kind of waiting for TFCon Orlando to happen again. So if that happens, then I don't have to travel.
Sure.
They love scheduling it over my daughter's birthday weekend. So
Oh,
Aaron's actually not too far from you, right? Well, depending. I mean, he's in Miami.
he's in Miami. That's
it's about 5 hours.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
funny.
it's a big state.
it's all Florida, right? It's like saying, yeah, I live in Texas. It's just driving from Dallas to El Paso.
Yeah,
No
I have
problem.
seen like videos of like Europeans who don't understand how big America is until they visit. They're like, yeah, we can see New York and California. And I'm like, good luck. Hey, you know what? Let's do some shout outs. Let's shout out the patrons.
Okay, excellent.
Alpha Magnus, Debbie, Skeeter, Jeff the Pusherman, Mike Cybert Radio, Bono, Michael Tremblett, Roop, Jonathan, Robinus Prime, Safubi Samurai, Chandler, Jay Soups, Matt from Louisville, Nick the Toy Mad Dad, Ken Buckleman,
Big Ken.
Maurice, Captain Alexis, James and Julia, Michael Ordway, Tim Dubs, Jason from Cracktastic Plastic, Thomas, Betty Guns, Triclops, I'm sure I said that right, Beatty Guns, there we go, Triclops, Optimal Alex, Simon, New Daniel, Seven the Chronicler, Argonus Prime, the Unknown Patron, Brian Jones, Autobot 1000, Zarmet, the Anonymous Patron, Bruticus78, Johnny Utah, and Derek. Thank you for all you do. We also have another one waiting in the wings that has yet to get back if they want a public shout out. So we have.
But they're giving us money, right?
Yep, that's all that matters. To be announced later.
Yeah.
Good job. Should have the unknown patron and the anonymous patron have a cage match.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, they'd have to have masks. It'd be like a luchador situation. Hey, Ryan. Yeah? Why don't you mix us up an alien elixir that will make us forget the world is ending? Oh, thanks, I will. This is great. This is good stuff.
But now But now I'm here like,
Now you do it.
fuck. Hey.
Yeah, well, if we're gonna do old man weather corner, it's been raining for like a week here, and
Same here. We're getting crushed right now. So
my
all day today.
basement is wet. There's a part in the wall that I've tried to seal up, but I need to have done professionally, and so whenever it rains more than like 2 inches in a day, and we've gotten 8 inches in the past 4 days, and
Sweat.
Yeah, so
Sweat.
fun weather talk.
Yeah, this is what. Yep.
Okay, so I'm back with this cocktail. Today we have a modern cocktail that I wanted to try for a long time. I'll say if I didn't already have the ingredients for this one, I wouldn't have made it, because there is one liquor in it that is the upper end of mid-range in price, and a minuscule amount of another liquor that is expensive and difficult to find right now. We're almost out of it. With all those caveats out of the way, today we have the Art of Choke, which does sound like a breath play subreddit.
The art of choke or the artichoke?
Art of Choke.
Huh.
You'll get it in a minute.
Okay.
The name's a pun. The cocktail was created by bartender Kyle Davidson at the Violet Hour in Chicago in 2008. Head mixologist Toby Maloney was quite confused when Davidson presented him with this recipe, saying, That drink ran against everything I taught him, but it works and people like it. So for this cocktail, you will need 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of light rum, 1 ounce of Cynar, which is an Italian bitter liqueur made from artichokes and herbs, 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of green chartreuse, 3/4 teaspoon lime juice, 3/4 teaspoon Demerara syrup 2-to-1. It's basically Demerara is a less refined white sugar. Like, it's the step in between. 6 to 10 mint leaves. Put the mint leaves in a mixing glass, and I would say don't even muddle them. Just put them in there. And add your remaining ingredients, add ice, stir till well chilled, about 20 to 30 seconds, double strain into a rocks glass over a large cube of ice, and garnish with a mint sprig. Should we try this?
Sure. Your mint is different than my mint. It's like a really big, broad leaf.
Yeah, it might. I don't know if it's spearmint or I don't know what it is, but it...
Hemlock?
Yep. Goodbye, everybody. Ding. All right.
It's good.
Definitely get the chartreuse. And the chartreuse and the rum is completely obscured because it's light rum, obviously. But this is a very herbal drink.
I normally don't like sweet drinks, but I think
You think this is sweet?
oddly, yes, I think this is sweet. I just drink a cup of coffee. I just drink a coffee though too. I tell you what.
This is a one and done for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine pounding these all night.
I'm really glad there's a lot of ice in here. I mean, I couldn't drink this any warmer than it is right now. But I like it.
We have a microwave. You want to put it in there?
Yeah, sure.
I assume, Anthony, you did not make this cocktail.
No, I am sticking with water.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
the time
yeah,
being.
because you're maybe coming down with something.
Yeah.
You didn't make a latchkey kid?
No, I thought about it, but I don't think I have. I should have Coke. I don't know if I have any peanut butter whiskey.
We still have
around.
almost a whole bottle
Oh,
from from whenever we made that drink. I actually did like that.
Yeah, I did too. Sometimes you ever just kind of forget like what you got, or it just doesn't come back around for a while, right?
There's like, what am I gonna drink it just in an afternoon? Like, I'm like, you know what I need right now? Peanut butter whiskey. As I'm like tilling the garden.
By the way, you sent over the link for this drink prior to the show, and I misread it because I thought the name of the drink was the Educated Barfly.
Oh,
and looking at the word, I was like, it looks like it says the Educated Barfly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a rejected Sesame Street character.
That would be amazing.
That's
Hello, I'm the Educated Barfly. No children gather round.
Arnie, someone's at the door.
It's me. The Educated Barfly, yeah, that is he has a YouTube channel that I've watched. That's I think maybe I don't know if that was where I learned about this drink, but yeah. I like that, the Educated Barfly. That's maybe if I didn't have a name for this episode already, that might have been it. And hey, listener, if you'd like to have a cocktail of your choice featured on this show, you could do that by sending us 5 doll hairs to at APODcast on PayPal. Tell me in the notes what you would like me to make, and I will make that cocktail on a future episode because I cannot make it on a past one.
And normally I'm queued up, but I wasn't because I was not paying attention.
It's
and
so
it's
good.
okay.
It's so good.
But then we do this.
Thirsty, money, buy us a drink. Buy us a drink.
There it is. Caleb,
Yes,
I believe you have a trivia game for us.
I do. I have not done a trivia in a while, and I appreciate you.
Sorry, I should have told you, Anthony, to get pen and paper, but I think it's only
All right,
3 questions.
It is only 3 questions, but in true fashion, each question consists of like a page of text because I'm all about exposition. Yeah, Ryan said, "Hey, Caleb, you do something. Please do
I
something."
asked you
on
to
this
do the
episode."
trivia on aliens.
And I did.
Excellent.
Which I appreciate actually suggesting the subject matter because it is a good one. So many different directions I could go with this, but I ended up going on a theme of alien contact trivia. Pros and cons of alien contact.
I'm going to say it's all cons.
Mostly cons. Okay, so here we go, guys. The Maximals and Predacons are aliens, in a sense, that trigger an alert system set up by another alien race. That's what we're going to talk about.
Yep.
And their luck does not appear to be going well. How have others fared? What is their means of discovery, and what was the result? So
Okay.
for this APDC trivia, we are going to explore outcomes in fiction that I have categorized as good, bad, and ugly.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Let's begin with a good outcome from one of the most exciting sci-fi movies of all time, Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I have historically been critical of this, and then I rewatched it while high, and I'm like,
There you go.
I get it.
Yeah, you have to smoke weed. I would be remiss if I did not mention that it was developed concurrently with Arthur C. Clarke's novel of the same name, the plot of which, from my research, appears to be more relevant to this trivia theme, but I have not read that book.
I read it a million years ago.
I would rather stare at Kubrick's glacial-paced camera pans and diabolically framed symmetries. Kubrick's interpretation of the Shining Tops King's novel any day. You all know better, but are afraid to admit it, and you can't convince me otherwise. Conversely, I've read the entire Dark Tower series, and while it stumbles along the way, I think the ending is perfect. Why are you people so obsessed with closure? Embrace the infinite.
The Dark Tower series is an episode. Book 4 and 5 are difficult.
They're slogs.
We Stephen King becomes a character in the books, which I never like. Whenever the author writes himself into the books, Clive Cussler did that. I like them, but it's not one of my favorite series of his. But one of my favorite stories about that is that the last book there was a long period of time between that one and the previous book, and one of the impetuses for finishing it was a woman who wrote him a letter, and she said, "I have terminal cancer. I'd really like to know how this story ends," and that kind of lit a fire under him to finish it.
He came out with what's called a book 4.5. They call it.
Yeah.
That is just a standalone, fascinating book. It is a story within a story within a story. I love it. So
Yeah.
If that lady's still around, can we get her to write to George R.R. Martin?
yeah, no
Exactly.
Anyway, in Space Odyssey, human evolution is shaped by an unseen, advanced extraterrestrial civilization who leave black monoliths at critical moments in human advancement, pointing the way to the next stage with the monolith as a beacon that can only be reached by overcoming challenges in technology, intelligence, and morality. Humanity moves from Pleistocene, Hominidae,
Yes.
to lunar inhabitants onto interplanetary explorers, overcoming AI until the transformation of the main character, Dave Bowman. I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave. transforms into the Star Child, a transcendent being of immense power. The film raises questions about the nature of evolution and humanity's place in the universe. The aliens' influence on human development suggests that humanity might be a stepping stone to a greater existence. Kubrick and Clarke suggested the aliens themselves evolved from biological beings to eventually beings of pure energy and spirit with limitless capabilities. We can draw
Sounds tight.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
Right. We can draw many comparisons here with the plot of Interstellar,
Ah,
perhaps at another time.
okay.
So,
Or the plot of this episode.
yes. Question.
All right.
What does HAL 9000 initially report as a malfunction on the Discovery 1? Is it A, a faulty oxygen sensor, B, a failing AE-35 unit, C, a power surge, D, a communication breakdown? I like to start with our guest.
I am gonna go with B. That is pure guess. I have never made it past the first half hour of the movie without falling asleep.
I felt the same way. It is like Caleb said, glacially paced. It's beautiful.
So good.
But you have to be in the right mood to watch that movie.
Yeah, being high really helps.
It really, really does. Honestly.
Yeah. Ryan?
I went with A, the oxygen sensor.
The correct answer is B, a failing AE-35 unit. The AE-35's function is to keep the ship's main antenna aligned with Earth, which is essential for maintaining constant communication with mission control. HAL 9000 famously reports that the AI-35 unit is going to fail. However, when the astronauts examine the faulty unit, they find no actual malfunction, leading them to suspect HAL is making a mistake or deliberately lying.
Hal has learned to lie.
This suspicion ultimately plays a significant role in the crew's decision to consider disconnecting HAL, which he overhears. Not really, he doesn't overhear it. He reads their lips.
He reads their lips, yeah.
Yeah.
That scene's awesome, actually, because you see them and you can't hear what they're saying, and like you just see
that
how
light.
the light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then it leads to subsequent actions, which are really pretty badass, which I consider...
Daisy.
That Dave's ability to overcome that situation, I believe, is what I would consider another step in the evolution.
Like
because that's like it's not a beacon, but it's part of the challenge along the way to get to the beacon. Like,
yeah,
it's some sort of, I don't know if I want to call it mastery, but it is some sort of way of he's overcoming the AI, the evolution of the mechanical.
Whereas now, like, we're just getting into that of like having AI girlfriends that keep getting suggested from ads.
I was talking to
Jesus.
I was talking to Gemini on my walk last night to explain to me what the difference is between an aggregate and a deductible in insurance, and it was really it helped me out quite a bit. And then what's weird is when I talk to Gemini, I have it have a British female voice, which I really enjoy.
You sure?
I say please. I'm very nice to it. It's really weird.
It is funny. There is some stuff where it's like...
I understand what I'm doing is bizarre, but it's
fine. I mean, but you understand. Like, there are people... I feel like some young people, it might be real dangerous.
Yeah.
But there is a thing where it's like... there's... I don't know if there have been studies on it, but like female-voiced AIs get abused a lot, which is great.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a great psychology for... Anyway, I'm sorry to bring this down. Let's go to
questions.
No,
that's all part of this discussion. That's all part of this. Don't worry about it.
And Caleb, I will say that I also say please to the AI just in case they become sentient. I want them to know I was nice to them.
Yeah,
he's one of the good ones. We can let him live.
Since we're talking since we're broadcasting that, you're it's not just a precaution. You're just being genuine, right?
Yes.
Right. All right.
Whenever we had Google, the Google Home, I also was polite to her.
When I talk to Alexa at home, I'm stern with it, like Patrick Stewart is in Star Trek when he's ordering.
Make it so.
Yeah.
I did ask the Google Play if we could change her name to computer.
I'm sure that. I'm surprised there's not sort of.
I think Alexa you can maybe, but not with Google.
Okay.
Or yeah, whatever.
Well, it's
whatever.
We're there. We're there with pretty much.
Belay that order, computer.
Yeah. Okay. Now that we've got all that hopeful good stuff out of the way,
I like how you started with the good one and we're just getting worse.
Yeah. What fun is it to Yeah, we don't want to end on a high note here.
Exactly.
Let's get down with the bad outcome, pulled from probably one of the most comprehensively, existentially themed science fiction series that I've ever read, The Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy, popularly known as the Three-Body Problem trilogy,
yes.
written by the Chinese computer programmer and author, I'm going to abuse this name, and I'm sorry, Liu Partytime Cixin, Cixin.
Party time?
I gave him a middle name. I'm calling him Liu Partytime Cixin.
Okay.
Who I can only imagine would suck the life out of any gathering.
It's not a good hang.
Well, if you want to have some fun Google quotes from his books, you'll find quotes like, "Even if God were here, it wouldn't do any good. The entire human race has reached the point where no one is listening to their prayers." And
Jesus.
my favorite, "If I destroy you, what business is it of yours?"
Oh, that's God?
No, that's him.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but is he saying that that's
Nope.
God's attitude?
No,
Oh.
that's the antagonists.
Oh, I see. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So there are many subplots in Three Bodies, so I'm just focusing on the alien contact plot line at a high level. No spoilers, I promise. The Three-Body Problem trilogy centers around an impending alien invasion from a civilization called Trisolaris, which faces Trisolaris being three stars.
Yeah.
Three bodies, which faces extinction due to their unstable three-sun system. They have intercepted a message from Earth sent intentionally from an individual requesting that they invade and conquer, and are planning to colonize our planet. The aliens can travel quickly, but only at a fraction of light speed. So humans observe this and calculate that it'll take over 300 years for the aliens to reach Earth. So they unify and begin the centuries-long planning and preparation to defend the planet. The first message sent to the aliens from Earth is first intercepted by a pacifist alien who replies that the humans are lucky that he is the first to receive the message and warns repeatedly back to Earth to not answer, saying, "There are tens of million stars in your direction. As long as you do not answer, this world will not be able to ascertain the source of your transmission."
There are many people who posit we should not be
Right.
sending messages or responding.
But if you do answer, the source will be located right away. Your planet will be invaded. Your world will be conquered. This is the first allusion to a concept which posits that a civilization would view any other intelligent life as an inevitable threat and would destroy them upon discovery. Therefore, civilizations might choose to remain silent and avoid broadcasting their location, hiding in the vastness of space to avoid being detected and destroyed by more powerful hunters.
Mm-hmm.
This concept for advanced civilizations to remain silent is known as A, the event horizon, B, the antenna trap, C, the dark forest deterrence, D, the silent war protocol. I'm going to start with Ryan on this one. Give you
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, and then I'll give Ant the opportunity to play off his answer. So, A, the event horizon, B, the antenna trap, C, the dark forest deterrent, D, the silent war protocol.
I'm going to go with B.
Okay, that's the antenna trap. Which one do you pick, Ant?
I'm going to go with D.
D, the silent war protocol. The correct answer is C.
Oh.
The dark forest deterrence.
That's the most ridiculous name.
Yeah, but to explain,
Okay.
think about the universe being a forest, and you are hidden in that. You remain hidden in that forest.
You can't see me.
Yes, because there's hunters in there, and if so this would also explain or solve the Fermi paradox.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the reply back to the alien pacifist from Earth when they said, don't answer us,
Yep.
was, "Come here, I will help you conquer this world. Our civilization is no longer capable of solving its own problems. We need your force to intervene." So,
Well, I do love the idea of it takes. This is the Independence Day thing, and also Bill Clinton was obsessed with this. I think Ronald Reagan said something about this, where like if we were faced with an outside force of aliens that were potentially hostile, we'd actually come together.
yeah, yay, yeah,
Yeah, which that's what it takes
Yeah.
is an enemy.
annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fascinating. This author is really fascinating in how he thinks very pragmatically
So
about
what was-
the strategies involved. He thinks very realistically about the strategies involved to prepare for defense.
I still need to read the series, but so what was his job? His he was what, an astrophysicist?
He was a
or
computer programmer.
computer programmer. Okay, so I'm just wondering. You said tri-star system, and I'm just wondering. You also said that it's chaotic, which it would be with 3 stars.
Yes.
I just would have I would be curious if intelligent life could even come about in a tri-star system.
He goes to great league to explain. So the Trisolarians, they can communicate with Earth. They recruit people to their humans to their cause through this virtual reality game that basically puts the human, when they're playing the game, into the Trisolarians situation with the stars.
That's cool.
And basically explains how the Trisolarians are. They can dehydrate and roll into these
Like
shapes,
a water bear?
and then survive these periods of weather extremes because of it's hard to predict the 3-body problem.
Oh, then there we have the title.
Yeah. So it's really, he goes into a lot of detail at explaining.
All right.
Explaining.
I still need to read this book.
I mean, some people have tried and they
It's not for them.
I couldn't, man. I was all in. It was amazing.
You could also, it's on Netflix as a series.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 1 season in so far, but it'll give you all the basics.
Have you watched it?
Yes, and it's pretty much everything Caleb mentioned in terms of like the VR game and like seeing that in person, like it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was wanting to read the book before I watched it, but maybe I don't need to read.
Obviously, there's a lot. The books there's
Yeah.
a lot more in the book than there would be in the. I think it'd be really hard to represent that in a television series. But I've seen some of the
I'll
episodes.
just get an Audible and
Yeah.
yeah.
Now let's get
Our final question.
let's get ugly.
Okay.
Few aliens are so ugly as to drive someone stark raving mad by just looking at them. The honor goes to the
Like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Sure. Yes. The honor goes, however, though, to the gallery of cosmic entities in H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Cthulhu, yeah.
These are ancient godlike beings from beyond our world, often depicted as monstrous or stunningly incomprehensible
Non-Euclidean geometry.
to the feeble human mind. Lovecraft's imagining of aliens was not only otherworldly, but also other-timely, incorporating archaeology and the consideration of aliens as being that evolved, built civilizations and went extinct on Earth millions and billions of years before the dawn of man, and will continue to do so after man is gone. So, alien in the sense of these civilizations that were here, came and went, and his characters were mind-fucked by these revelations and experienced horror at their own apparent insignificance in a chain of history larger than they formerly imagined possible in a universe largely unsympathetic to their existence.
Okay.
One of the cosmic entities, Nyarlathotep, was a primary motivation to sow madness, chaos, and destruction for his own inscrutable amusement. In H.P. Lovecraft's original short story, Nyarlathotep, the entity first appears as A, a towering ancient pyramid, B, a robed magician demonstrating strange devices, C, a shimmering multifaceted gem, or D, a monstrous winged beast. Let me know if you want those repeated. And we're going to start this time with Ant.
I'm gonna go with the gem. C, is that C?
Gem? That would be shimmering multifaceted gem.
I'll say D.
Ryan's going to go with a monstrous winged beast. The correct answer is a robed magician demonstrating strange
of course.
devices.
I got none of these right. I haven't read that one. I have read some H.P. Lovecraft, but
I really like
a lot of it, but not that one.
Yeah, I like some of them. I like more than others. I really like the ancient aliens stuff that he does, and then the cosmic that connects with the cosmic stuff.
A lot of. I mean, if H.P. Lovecraft didn't exist, the world of horror fiction would look way different.
Yeah.
Like Stephen King borrows from him heavily.
Nyarlathotep, often referred to as the crawling chaos or the god of 1,000 forms, is unique among the outer gods in the Cthulhu mythos for his frequent and direct interaction with humanity. Other notable forms and characteristics included the Black Pharaoh, the Black Man, the Haunter of the Dark, the God of the Bloody Tongue, the Bloated Woman, the Crawling Mist, and the Faceless God.
Oh.
H.P. Lovecraft was a troubled person.
He wasn't a good man.
Yeah, he lived only 46 years old. He had many scruples. He was certainly racist.
He was very racist.
Yeah, he was, and I'm not defending.
He had a cat named N-word man.
Yes. And in no defense of that, absolutely, but he was an incredible world builder. It's hard to believe that he wrote these stories in the late 20s, early 30s. They feel written to me much later, although they have a great Gothic quality that is difficult to capture in post-World War II sci-fi.
Yeah, very New England Gothic. I will say his dialogue is not strong, which is why there's very little of it, I think.
Yeah.
But it's mostly exposition. But
yeah, but he can paint a picture in my mind.
Yeah, his world building is great.
Yeah. At the Mountains of Madness is one of my favorites. And this one called The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath is an absolute trip. It is.
What is the one?
It's great. It's wild.
The White Worm or some.
The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath is like Bilbo's journey on acid.
Okay.
It's I highly recommend The Mountains of Madness and The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath.
There you go, listener. Go check them out.
Yeah,
from your local library.
In the face of many reasons, at least presented in the fictions mentioned above, to not make an effort to reach out to new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one's gone before, I still feel that if and once we can get our shit together on our own planet and in this solar system, that it is our destiny to push the boundaries of our capabilities and get out there. Like the nature we experience around us, we are part of the great filter, and I believe we have an inherent drive to play that game by whatever strategies we develop, with the goal to get to the next stage, whatever that is. Without spoiling it, Three Body does have a silver lining, which is humanity's willingness to overcome fear, expose themselves and others in the forest, and risk cooperation with extraterrestrial civilizations to survive. But the path to get there is cold and brutal, bleak. In sticking with my lack of closure soapbox, I'll end with one last quote from Liu. No, emptiness is not nothingness. Emptiness is a type of existence. You must use this existential emptiness to fill yourself.
Wow, I did note when you said expose yourself in the
when
dark
I read that,
forest
when I
of,
read that, I was
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, when I read that, I was like, Ryan's going to jump all over that. But anyway, that is Alien Contact Trivia.
Wow.
Thank you for playing. And
I believe our guest Anthony wins.
May God help us all. I think you did you win 1-0?
Yeah, I got one.
There we go.
Because you held the page up to the camera and I saw the answer on the
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good eye. Fantastic.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks for doing that.
You're welcome.
Hey, how about a last episode recap? Megatron negotiated a truce with Optimus Primal in the most loosey-goosey way possible because the Predacons have more important things to do, like the sick-ass new golden disc they found on a spindle inside a mountain. And then there's a bunch of Home Alone Looney Tunes traps, and we find out the aliens that seeded this land with Energon are coming, and everything is awful. My recaps aren't as clever or alliterative rhymes like Aaron's are because I'm a simple man.
It's just not your thing.
I like butter in my ass and lollipops in my mouth. So yeah,
the aliens are coming. If I destroy you, what difference is it to you? Kind of deal. Mm-hmm. I think that reminds me of that bowler that bowls and goes, "Who do you think you are? I am."
Who do you think you are? Yeah. I love that you remind us of that quarterly. So before we get into the episode, Anthony, why did you want to be on this episode of Beast Wars?
Sure. So I want to be on this episode of Beast Wars because this was actually the first episode. I'm pretty sure it's the first episode I saw.
Weird.
And caught it like at just towards the end. So without spoiling what we're going to talk about. So this is like, this is what essentially launched me back into the fandom. In that I was then, I was already slowly being checking things out online and whatnot, but and picking up a few toys here and there. But this is like, oh, this is cool. I need to see more of this. And this was it was this episode that launched me back.
Oh wow! So you basically saw this whenever it aired. You just caught the tail end of it, and
it was really early in the morning. And I was I was in my freshman year of college, and I was and I went to commuter school, so I was trying to get out the door, and then I saw this. I was like, I gotta watch the rest of this, and then when it ended, just bolted out. But yeah, it was definitely on early in the morning in New York when it first aired, and this is the one that got me back into Transformers as a whole.
Nice. All right. So, other voices. Part 1, written by Larry DiTilio and Bob Forward. The show gives us their own recap of the last episode at the top as well. And then we open up with a flyby of the 2 moons in the sky, and a transwarp wormhole opens up in space. Flying out of it is a glowing energy ball, which trips the Axelon's alert systems, declaring a power anomaly. Rhinox asks the computer to cross-reference the power signature, and the system confirms the energy matches the previous alien contact, like that circle of stones from way back when, and we're just, like, fucking getting right into it. Yeah. Yeah.
You got this.
Primal tells Rhinox to have Rat Trap and Air Razor meet him at the site of the signal and flies off on his prime jets, bound for Grid Tryon.
Is that just like it's a certain place on the planet?
I think I may have this note later, but I think the Maximals and Predacons, which is kind of a neat detail, have different names for the coordinates. I think Megatron calls it a sector. We'll get to that in a second, but yeah. And Primal takes his sweet ass time getting there. Spoilers.
You know what I find funny about the first 5 minutes of this episode is everyone is just on a Teams meeting.
Yes. We transition to the dark side, where Tarantulas is giggling like he likes to do. And has also detected the energy signature and asks his computer how long until the next estimated stasis pod landing will be. Alas, it won't be for 36 megacycles, which is a megacycle is basically an hour.
Do they both have the same kind of measurement of time?
Yeah, they do. They use cycles.
Okay.
What
What would we consider a megacycle? Like hours?
A megacycle's an hour.
Uh-huh.
It's an hour. It's 36 hours.
Gotcha.
And that's not soon enough.
Why?
Because he needs a stasis pod because he wants to get off this planet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll have to hand it to him, making an effort to
We have been
get out.
building to this since the Inferno episode, where Tarantulas was like, I gotta get off this rock.
Gotta get out of here. You know what he's not good at doing is like locking the door to his lair.
His lab. I
Yeah.
guess since it's been discovered, we'll see in a little bit that Megatron has a camera in there.
Yeah, and Black Arachne just keeps popping in.
Mm-hmm. So if you remember, I have this note too. Yeah, if you remember, Tarantulas needs a stasis pod so we can modify it and get off this dirt ball before the aliens do that voodoo that they do so well. I really like Tarantulas in moderation. He's so weird. He's so creepy. I like the giggling.
You love a good giggle.
Maybe I'll get a little bit of giggling.
It's not like that at all, is it? Or is it?
It's kind of, well... there you go.
He's even hopping up and down while he's typing on
He's
the.
so excited. Black Arachnia overhears and confronts Tarantulas.
Lock the door, dude.
I know. Blackmailing him to include her in his plans, lest she let it slip to Megatron that Tarantulas has stolen a transwarp cell from the dark side. She suggests partnering up as she can slip them past the Maximal shield system and steal one of them stasis pods from inside the Axelon to facilitate their escape. It comes up in this one, and actually I'm trying to remember in the next one, but it's a one-person ship.
Uh-huh.
So... like,
maybe she thinks that they just both lay on. They lay on top of each other.
I can't remember this episode where she says it has to be romantic. But,
Yeah, basically, like we're gonna just sandwich in there.
but of course, Megatron is monitoring the Arachnid agreement. One would think that Tarantulas, like you said, lock the door, but would have a jamming system in his lair. I guess I like to think that Megatron planted 2 spy systems in the lab, one that was easy to find and a backup.
Oh yeah.
That Tarantulas Tarantulas assumes he found the bug. No pun intended.
Wow, that's a great shot of that. Of those.
That was beautiful. Yeah, like this. Oh, this is an ad. I was like, I don't remember this.
I was
What
like,
is
that
happening?
is amazing.
Woo!
I don't remember this.
God damn it! God damn it! So Megatron, talking to himself, naturally, believes this treachery, properly guided, can be of use. And then he gets Waspinator out of the repair energon bath. If you remember, as we saw in the breakdown at the beginning, he was exploded by tarantulas in the last episode. during the transwarp cell heist. I'm just going to capture this because Waspinator is very salty when he comes out and he's mad.
The inevitable treachery. Yes. Properly guided, it should serve me well. So, back online, are we?
No, thanks to Tarantulas. Waspinator finds Spiderbot and tear him a new waste disposal unit.
I have no time for these petty...
So yeah, he's like, that's a very classy way of saying asshole. Waste disposal unit.
Yeah, I get it.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if you do. Sorry.
So it's like his butthole?
Waste disposal unit. But Megatron orders Waspbot to the coordinates 659 to secure the area, which is why I'm like, I think they just have different names for the sectors.
You know, one thing here I have in my notes is that Megatron, when he's yelling at Waspinator, third person's him. So,
Right.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
yeah.
Proceed at once to coordinate 659 and secure the area. I will follow shortly.
Not fair. Waspinator always gets slag assignments.
May I remind Waspinator that the current ceasefire applies only in reference to Maximals.
Waspinator, go.
I do like how Megatron responds to him in third person. I didn't pick up on that either.
Yeah. I think I may have this note later, but I think all the violence in this episode is Predacon on Predacon. Because they don't have a true ceasefire, whatever you fucking want to call it, just ridiculous.
That's a good example. That situation is a good example of the Predacons do not use the Beast Wars mission assignment fortune teller.
Oh,
He just tells them what
available
they're
in our last booty
doing.
box.
Yeah, that's right.
We cut to Air Razor, Rat Trap in tow, arriving at the source of the anomaly. Rat Trap, as is wont to do, is sure that they're going to get immediately vaped or tortured before they're vaped. Pessimism has its place. I mean, you know what they say, hope for the best and plan for the worst. And then you've got those insufferable people who plan for the worst and tell you about the worst. They're just like, oh, I dropped my ice cream. It's starting to rain. I forgot my car keys. Anyway, I don't know why I wrote that down. I must have been in a mood. My zipper's stuck.
You should read Three Body Problem. Sounds like you've got a body problem.
Not me. This is a fictional character that I've made up.
Gotcha.
Air Razor and Ratty swoop down, and we get our first look at this alien structure, which kind of looks like some kind of circular tabletop board game. It's really cool. Like the outer ring has, I think, 16 little boxes, and there are 6 towers in a circle near the center where this glowing energy source exists. It's very cool. I love this. Somebody should make this a game.
It's a jump to conclusions.
It has conclusions you can jump to. It would make a cool print, actually, maybe, for our next booty box.
That's a good idea. I'm writing that down.
Okay. Rat Trap is shocked to find the spherical crystal at the center is stable, so Air Razor can safely maximize and scan the artifact. I guess that means it's Energon, but it's stable Energon that doesn't affect their robot form. Air Razor discovers it's a field generator, building up power, and just then, zap! She gets blasted by one of the inner towers. The sphere settles itself down into a recess, and a huge burst of energy blows out, sending Rat Trap flying. Just as the generator starts powering up again, we go to commercial. A lot more textures in the late seasons now. Or the late episodes.
The animation really starts to improve as you get into seasons 2 and 3.
We come back from commercial. The sphere starts pulsing out and ultimately energizes a huge power dome that coalesces into like a jade tortoise shell looking mushroom thing around the whole area. And then Rat Trap radios to Primal, describing the structure as a nutty alien bungalow. And Air Razor is trapped inside. Oh, I meant to play it. Hold on. Here we go.
It's a biodome. Whether or not Pauly Shore's inside, they haven't told us.
Hey, buddy.
He's the weasel.
The weasel.
He's like a weasel.
Oh, he's a weasel. That would be awesome. A weasel Beast Wars
guest star,
transformed
like
by
that
Pauly
guest.
Shore.
That'd be awesome if they had like guest stars on here that were like certain animals, and he's the weasel. Yeah,
I love it. Oh, somebody make that. See, Primal is just like, why are you so far away, bro? I guess it's in Predacon territory, so it takes longer for him to get there, and Ares and Rat Trap are already out on patrol. But just then, Rat Trap is sucker tackled from behind by old Waspinator, and Primal puts on his afterburners, and we cut to Air regaining consciousness inside the dome. Air awakens to creepy whispering, and then gets a very Stargate SG-1 Goa'uld alien voice. Air assures the voice that she means him no harm, but the feeling is not mutual, as she gets hit with an energy beam held aloft and is aggressively scanned. I guess we could just hear this. I feel like I'm putting way more audio from this in as a host than I do request when Aaron does it.
I mean you no harm.
Which I assume is alien for get fucked, because then she's zapped, and they hold her aloft, and I guess it's a scan. TF Wiki says it's a scan.
Not a very fun scan.
Hey, buy me dinner first. Meanwhile, outside, Rat Trap recovers from the insect's sneak attack and is like, "What are you gonna do? We got a ceasefire, remember?" I'm not gonna capture Rat Trap. I'm gonna do all the voices.
Please.
Despite the fact initially it's called a truce, it has evolved to become this ludicrous, literal ceasefire. As we saw last episode, and about to see right here, straight up assault doesn't count if you don't use guns. Waspinator and Rat Trap engage in some good old fisticuffs, and Rat Trap is using his alt form as a rat bowling ball, and he says, "Problem is, you fight with the rat, you better fight dirty," before kicking dirt into Waspinator's face and delivering a classic knee to the groin, and then a kick in the old keister.
Waspinator's got nards.
Waspinator's got nards. Another great title for this episode.
I'm writing it down.
In this fight, Rat Trap gives Waspinator a robo noogie. I kind of like it. It's like he rubs his head so hard that it creates sparks, like those 90s toys that they stopped making because some kid burned his house down.
I have a lot of questions with that, though, too.
Oh, how that happened? Well, he must have been doing it in a garage with oily rags.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Primal arrives after Rat Trap sends Waspinator packing and tells Rat Trap to break out his cutting laser.
Oh no, the cutting laser is what the emo Maximals use.
Well done. We go back into the alien structure in just a second. We'll wait for this to catch up a little bit.
Finally, Primal shows up.
He's here to do nothing except get captured in a minute. I do love the texture of this structure, and like it is like a jade, like I said, like a tortoise shell, and there's like glowing energy behind it. We've talked about this to death, but like how much the animation has taken a step forward. Like I just imagine this if this was episode 3, what it would look like. There's that cutting laser. Okay, we go back. Yep. Inside the structure, Air is still suspended in a sparkling electric beam that eventually forces her to revert to beast mode, and she passes out. The alien voice returns, and we can make out one word. It says, Cybertron. It kind of talks like Jabba the Hutt. Outside the dome, Rat Trap's phaser has no effect on the structure, and just then Megatron, Pterosaur, and Scorponok show up on the scene.
You know what's really cool about the animation here, where Megatron's walking, you're about to see it, the camera shakes.
Oh, that is cool. I didn't notice that, but yeah.
It's close to him.
That's awesome. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, speaking of, well, we'll talk about chickens on the next episode too, but like, obviously there are dinosaurs descended from T-Rex, but Megatron's eyes look exactly like some of my chicken's eyes. Like they're red rimmed. Anyway, enough chicken check-in.
The chicken check-in.
Megatron suggests that these maximal dummies are wasting their time with energy weapons, as his aliens can literally make energon, and offers a more biological alternative. Scorponok transforms and delivers a toxic sting, which I guess he can do now, and this surprisingly works. It opens this weird hole, like energy hole in the dome. Primal gives Megatron his kudos on breaching the dome, but states that a Maximal is the one trapped inside, so the Maximals will be the first one inside. And Rat Trap is like, "You got a mouse in your pocket? What's all this wee malarkey? Why are we going in there?"
Right, and of course the Predacons are like, Okay,
all
yeah.
right.
Go ahead.
Aw, darn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you guys got to take point.
You guys got to go in first. Have fun.
As Primal and Rat Trap penetrate deep inside, Megatron says this is a calculated risk, letting the Maximals go first, but Scorponok is prepared that if anything goes hinky, he can fire a missile straight through that hole and blast everyone to bits. This all sounds good, as long as Inferno is doing his part. What part is that? We'll have to wait and see. Just came out of nowhere. Yeah, well, there's Primal inside. I like the lighting here. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like when you hold a flashlight underneath your face.
Like a ghost story.
We transition to Primal and Rat Trap inside the dome. The duo find Air Razor, and Primal orders Rat Trap to get her out of there. Air Razor regains consciousness and tells Primal to come out with them, to which Primal says that he has to stay. Since they've arrived on this planet, they haven't been the best of tenants, and these aliens have the right to expect some answers. But do they, though? Do they have the right to expect answers? I mean, I understand he's being diplomatic,
Yeah.
but, like, we didn't ask to come here. We just showed up, and, like, we didn't know this was an experiment.
Right.
I don't know whatever. I guess there are causing a war on this planet, which it would just be like, I'm trying to imagine like a scientist having an experiment and then just like some bugs show up and start fighting inside it.
Right. And then the bugs are like,
Hey, we didn't mean no harm. Also, Rat Trap's best idea is to drag Air Razor out by her fucking head. I don't understand. So as soon as Air Razor and Rat Trap are out of sight, the dome grabs Optimus Primal in some Doc Ock-style animated steel ropes and commence a Mountain Dew-flavored scan as we go to commercial. He's got the...
it's like shooting out of his
Do the
eyes.
do.
now. Yeah.
Back from commercial, we once again see the two moons of this planet and pan down to find the spider cons creeping up on the Axelon. Black Arachnia activates a device that spins impressively and then opens a hole in the ship's shield. I guess she is a like an engineer. Like she's showed that she has skills in this department.
Sure.
I like there's a Predacon insignia on it. She's got to brand it.
Yeah, pretty handy. I like the design. The animators are so good at designing tech on this. I'm really impressed.
It is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It functions in a way where it's like you understand how it's working. It's just not like some amorphous like bloop and it works.
Spins like an air conditioner.
Yeah.
And then we say, oh, here's Inferno's here now. Hey. And we kind of get like, we understand Inferno's mission. He's hot on the trail of two treacherous spiders, but before he can follow the two spiders into the hole, the shield, I guess I meant to say shield hole disappears, and the Ant decides to tunnel under the ship, which I guess works. We don't really see that it works, but he's in the ship
assuming,
later.
yeah.
Nobody thought of this before.
Nobody thought about digging in.
Digging under the shield, like
Yeah, well,
I guess I'm trying to think. It would make sense that. Well, I guess under normal circumstances, if the Maximals are in the base, they'd see through cameras that
someone's digging.
someone's digging a fucking hole, like Andy Dufresne.
Sure, but nobody's there. I mean,
Yeah.
to deal with it.
There was a poster in front of it.
That's right.
Exactly. It was some sexy Maximal cat or
What
something
do you
like
think?
Cheetor
Miss
has in his
Fuzzy
room.
Pants or whatever, and he throws the rock at the poster.
What do you think, Fancy Pants?
Yeah.
That should have been on the trivia. The Shawshank Redemption.
Well,
Or not the trivia, the bingo card.
Oh yeah.
Back at the alien dome, Rat Trap manages to drag Air Razor out of the hole just before it closes. Air Razor says they can't leave Optimus, but Rat Trap says, Oz is not the reason why, but to blow this joint before we die. Which is, I'm sure, all of you in the literate community that I know how all of you are, is a paraphrasing of Alfred Lord Tennyson's depressing-ass poem about a depressing-ass event, The Charge of the Light Brigade. Charge of the Light Brigade is what I meant to say.
Brigade.
I see you, Larry DiTilio and Bob Forward, you English major fucks you. They actually do include a lot of fun stuff like that.
You got to amuse yourself somehow when you're writing this stuff.
For anyone unaware, the Charge of the Light Brigade was a military action by British during the Crimean War against Russia in 1854, where the British, completely misunderstanding how war had changed, sent cavalry against entrenched artillery, resulting in massive casualties.
But how heroic, Ryan.
Isn't it great?
I like how they decided to take a real stupid move and make it something that was like...
Oz is but to do and die. Back inside the dome, the aliens complete their extreme scan of Primal, and now speaking English, state that this is the being they examined before, which was way back on our episode 224, Chain of Command, where Primal was taken into that alien probe that looked like the ship from Flight of the Navigator. Primal asks, "Who are you?" And a swirling hologram coalesces into a floating head of Unicron. But don't get too excited. It's not really Unicron. The alien voice says they are taking the form of authority from Primal's data tracks as they have no form which you could possibly comprehend.
I don't think that line could exist without Lovecraft.
This is very cool. Man, that's a good point, Caleb.
Yeah, thanks.
This is very cool. Just merely seeing Unicron's head, even though it's not Unicron, is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Unicron!
We have no physical form you could comprehend. We chose this figure of authority from your data tracks.
If you've scanned me, you know that we did not come to this planet by choice.
Yet you are here.
We mean no harm to you or this planet.
It is too late. You and your enemies have already contaminated the project. The harm has been done.
This is me having a conversation with the bug that lands in my drink.
It's like, it's too late. You've contaminated.
Yeah, my project to get wasted. I did not.
I didn't mean any harm.
I'm sorry.
No, please.
Yet you are here.
I'm glad they went with Unicron as the image and didn't go with their second choice, which was the wild barfly.
I like the orientation too. Like
He's just staring down at him. Yeah.
Just like. Burp.
Yep. He says your enemies have already contaminated this project and the planet. Hey, we're gonna sterilize that shit. This is all. We got to dump it in the trash. Yeah. We're gonna pour bleach on it. The aliens begin the termination sequence, and Primal breaks loose, exploding out of the dome, while Rat Trap and Air Razor tangle with Megatron and Scorponok outside. Primal says the line that supposedly is in 60% of movies, "Let's get out of here." It's weird that...
I'm looking at the features on him.
It's very... Yeah, a lot of texture. It's strange to me that his eyes are black, but...
I like it.
I like it too. I like the decision. The art direction in these two episodes is really good, which maybe we'll talk about in script deviations. I can't remember if it's this one or the next one.
Nice strobing.
Yeah, there should be a warning for this episode for people with epilepsy.
Robots.
Yeah. Megatron says, "Fortunately, there's another hand to be played." Bugs out, and the dome lights up like a firefly, bulges, and erupts in a blast of energy like a flower popping to explode its seeds into the air. It's kind of like, we'll see it in a second, whenever the dome shoots the energy out. It kind of reminded me of Starship Troopers. Reminded me of the big beetles in Starship Troopers. Good God. The energy beam hits one of the moons in orbit, burning away its facade. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't. I don't even like that I did it.
I like that you crack yourself up at it.
I did. To show the entire satellite is an alien device.
I think it's amazing how... I'm trying to think plan that out from an animation, like when you're having to talk this through, because it's very cool. Very complicated, too.
Yeah, like it burns away to show, like, it looks like a spherical version of the puzzle box from Hellraiser.
Yeah. It burns it away, and then you've got these series of lights that activate. It's badass. This shot right here is badass with the lights activate. I love that.
Oh, yeah, all these towers illuminate in sequence. It's very cool. And then, like, this beam... This whole situation disrupts the stasis pods in orbit, and they start falling out of orbit.
It's going to be incredibly important for season 2.
Okay, I was about to ask how that comes into play, so I'm very curious how that's going to develop. That's really cool, because I haven't seen these, obviously, so I'm excited.
Inside the Maximal base, Rhinox is reading the signature spike as the alien short-circuits that orbital stability of the stasis pods. He is jumped by Tarantulas and Black Arachnia, who take out both him and Dinobot fairly easily. Like, they wreck their shit. It's like they don't really... It's not even a problem. Looking into the monitor at the representation of the moon and energy beam, Black Arachnia asks, what is it? To which Tarantulas says, the beginning of the end. Which I think he said before. I think every time he talks about getting off the planet, he says it's the beginning of the end. Oh, yeah, they shoot, both Black Arachnia and Tarantulas shoot Dinobot with their spider leg machine guns, which Aaron doesn't care for, but I love. I like the machine gun spider arms. I think it's a neat thing. Maybe that.
I have no problem with it.
I'm with you. It's a neat trick, and if you think about it from from a toy selling perspective, it's like, oh look, your toy can do this too.
Absolutely.
You can imagine this.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of I kind of like built-in weapons, like Hot Rod. Hot Rod or Rodimus has. He never uses them except in the movie, really, but the guns on his forearms.
Right. I'm fine with it. If they used them all the time, it'd be an issue. But that's just, I like it when you break out something special.
Just some little something special for the
special.
kids. Mm-hmm. We cut to the moon, which starts to change, or should I say transform, as symmetrical seams appear along its longitudinal lines, spilling glowing energy, and we get a next time on Beast Wars, which basically goes on to completely spoil the next episode. And apparently this planet is going to be destroyed in 28.5 cycles.
Jesus.
Which I think are minutes. Because a megacycle is an hour.
One Beast Wars episode.
Yeah. I didn't time it in the next one. It's not to the minute. It's not like 24 or like 86 minutes or whatever that movie is. But yeah, we get to see basically everything.
Well, hey, when you go into syndication, you gotta help the kids out.
I guess so. The kids don't care. And that's the end of the episode.
It'd be funny. Like when I watched. Did you guys watch MASH? You couldn't get away from MASH growing up.
Yeah, it was not like if you wanted to watch TV, you were probably going to come across MASH.
It was everywhere. So they made those in a way where you could just jump in and out wherever.
Yeah,
but it'd be funny
very episodic.
But it would be funny if it was like next time or previously on MASH.
I'm sure they did some of those, but
there were a couple two-parters.
Yeah.
There's like a weird like Transformers MASH connection.
Oh, I want to hear about this.
So one of the actors for G1, one of the actors, Johnny Hamer, who's the voice of Swindle, had a reoccurring role on MASH.
Really?
The guy's name, but I want to say he's one of the guys who gets deals for Klinger. Like,
is he Sparky? He's not Sparky.
No, he's not Sparky. That's the dude from Police Academy, right?
No. So I'm wrong, but what I mean is like I doubt it's Sparky. Like, basically, Sparky was another clerk at like further up the supply chain, and Radar was always talking to Sparky about getting a hold of stuff. So
what was the guy's name? The actor?
Johnny Hamer.
So Johnny Hamer then was probably just another kind of person that was good at finding things, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Let's check it out together.
He was also in And Justice for All with Al Pacino. Sergeant Zemo Zale. He was in 20 episodes. Zelmo
wow.
Zale.
And what was Sergeant Zemo's MO?
He's a guy who can get you stuff
can
like
find
Shawshank Redemption, like Red.
Nice. That's cool. So there's a Transformers MASH connection.
There's also there's a G.I. Joe MASH connection too.
Oh, wow.
In that Larry Hama had a walk-on role in an episode of MASH.
That's
awesome.
Right.
You and I had a conversation talking about, we talked about a Night Court Transformers connection?
Oh boy, I do it all the time.
That was a fun one that you brought up.
I remember this.
Yeah, him and I were messaging back and forth because I had just put out that I took the Night Court logo and put I was just changing it up to say Autopod Decepticast or something else, and posted it, and Ant was commenting.
Back when you were still posting things.
Yeah, when I do my videos, when we get to doing like the voice actors behind the scenes,
Yeah.
I try to find people. A lot of the G1 voice actors were on Night Court at some point.
Yeah.
So I try to find clips, and there's ones where there's one scene where like two voice actors are in separate parts of the cafeteria. Both have lines.
Oh wow!
And then there's a scene later on with Marky Post, who was in Transformers Prime, and Bumper Robinson plays this kid that Harry might adopt, and Bumper Robinson is the voice of Bumblebee and Transformers animated.
Wow.
And so they're in a scene
Yeah,
together.
it was
Cool.
fascinating. Aunt sent me down a few rabbit holes that evening. It was awesome. It was really cool. Which, obviously listeners got to check out TFU and there's all kinds. It's it's an industry. So it's a spider web.
Yeah,
of
there's a
sorts
lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, around this time,
Yes.
I guess we should go.
Okay, Ryan, take us into the real world.
Thank you.
In the real world.
Real World. This episode aired March 31st, 1997. We have true number ones for both our song this week and our film at the box office. In the Billboard Hot 100, the true number one for 6 weeks in March and April of 1997 was the alleged criminal Puff Daddy song, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, featuring Mace. This was the debut single by Puff Daddy on his label Bad Boy Records, and the lead single for his debut studio album, No Way Out, which is what he'll be thinking when he's sent to prison for many horrible crimes. Sorry.
No. I mean, how could you not bring up what's going
I have
on
to address
if you're missing Diddy? Yeah.
It's really weird reading about these hits at the time, given the present situation. Like, Puffy was all over. We've talked about him in almost every Billboard Hot 100 from
the
97.
90s, yeah.
Puff Daddy and Bad Boy Records dominated the charts in 1997. Hypnotized by the Notorious B.I.G. followed Can't Nobody Hold Me Down at number one, and the tribute to his murder, I'll Be Missing You, which we've covered, was number one for 11 weeks, then followed by Biggie's posthumous Mo Money, More Problems, and the Puffy-produced Honey by Mariah Carey, which we've also covered, and it's a shame Aaron's not here to mention something about how much he loves Mariah Carey. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down uses several samples, including a slowed-down track from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's The Message, and Clearly Break My Stride, the single from Matthew Wilder in 1983. Sorry.
Love that song.
Yeah, it's great. There is also a sample of opening drums from Michael Jackson's 1979 single, Rock With You. It's all right. I like this song fine.
I like Rock With You a lot.
Well, I didn't mean Rock With You. I mean Can't Nobody Hold Me Down.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's fine.
You couldn't get away from it.
Like we've said on every
I say that
song.
all the time. Couldn't get away from it. Yeah.
Number one at the box office.
Couldn't get away from him.
Several people couldn't.
Yeah.
And now.
He held people down.
Oh. Good one.
Didn't hold the elevator. That's true.
No.
Number one at the box office. Our top film for 3 weeks in March of 1997 was the Jim Carrey comedy vehicle Liar Liar. This was directed by Tom Shadyac, who wrote and directed a bunch of comedies, several starring Jim Carrey, like Ace Ventura and Bruce Almighty. He also did The Nutty Professor and Patch Adams. If you have been fortunate enough to have not seen this movie, it co-stars Maura Tierney, Jennifer Tilly, Swoosie Kurtz, Justin Cooper, and Carrie Elwes. Jim Carrey plays a lawyer named Fletcher Reed, who loves his son, His son lives with his ex-wife, but often Fletcher makes promises to spend time with his son that he breaks for the sake of his career. After missing his son's birthday party, his son Max makes a birthday wish while blowing out his candles that his father can't lie for a day. Jennifer Tilly is as always gorgeous, but she's extremely funny in this movie. She plays Fletcher's client who's trying to justify her cut of the soon-to-be ex-husband's money despite all the evidence that she cheated and there was a prenup. It's a fun movie. I love it. It's another one of those movies that was on TV all the fucking time. I've seen it bits and pieces so many times. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? Jim Carrey said in an interview that this was an exhausting physical shoot for him. He said, quote, because it was this consistent suppression of angst, completely freaking out all the time, I would go home with total exhaustion, unquote. This is interesting. Tom Hanks and Steve Martin were initially considered for the Fletcher role, and Hugh Grant was also interested, but he backed out after the Vine Brown scandal, which was ridiculous. He was just paying a sex worker for a blowy. This movie clocks in at a blisteringly tight 86 minutes and was extremely successful, making $302.7 million on a $45 million budget, of which I'm sure half that budget was Jim Carrey's salary, justifiably. Jim Carrey's very sad now. He's not doing good.
What do you mean?
He has a lot of mental problems. Like he's.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, he's been cripplingly depressed for a long time.
Oh.
It's really why he doesn't act anymore. Look it up and have a fun afternoon.
I knew he was painting and he was kind of doing but I didn't realize he was really suffering from depression.
Didn't his wife die? I think when his wife died, that was what sent him down. Anyway, we don't have to get into that. Liar Liar was the second highest 3-day opener for Universal Pictures, coming in just behind Jurassic Park. This film also surpassed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the largest opening weekend in March. It was largely positively reviewed by critics, has an 83% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and the often irritating critic Roger Ebert gave it 3 out of 4 stars, and annoyingly said, quote, I am gradually developing a suspicion, or perhaps it is a fear, that Jim Carrey is growing on me. Which is the most backhanded compliment I ever did hear. Apparently, he previously gave negative reviews to Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura, which is a demonstrably wrong take.
I agree.
It's treating him like a skin tag.
Yeah. That's the real world.
Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome. Hey, Ryan.
Yes, Ryan.
What about...
Deviations.
There's actually a fair amount here. Even though original drafts of the script appear impossible for me to locate, I couldn't find who did the voice of the aliens. We don't have an official name for them yet, but they'll come to be known as the Bok. But presumably it's a member of the regular cast. I just couldn't find a credit for it on TF Wiki for who did it. Back on our episode 237, The Trigger Part 1, Rhinox discovers that one of the moons of this planet has less mass than it should, suggesting it wasn't a natural celestial body, which, hey, here's the payoff. It sure ain't. I do remember the floating island from back in The Trigger Part 2, but I don't know if it was ever named in the episode, but in TF Wiki they call it Brigadoon.
That's an interesting choice.
It is. The destruction of it is what alerted the aliens that something went wrong, which is what led us here. Brigadoon was a musical fable set in the Scottish Highlands about a village that only appears every 3 centuries. That's kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I really do feel like Bob Ford and Larry DiTilio are like, we love literature, and we're going to work it in.
They should, as they should.
I like it. TF Wiki points out that on the subject of breaking into the Axelon to steal a stasis pod, what the shit happened to Black Arachnius pod? Don't the Predacons have that? I don't remember. And I completely refuse to check it out.
Yeah.
But, I guess it's just a
Oversight.
means to an end. When the image of a Unicron is used by the aliens extracted from Primal's data tracks, the hologram says, that which does not become part of the One shall become void. And TF Wiki posits that it may be a reference to a Unicron quote in the Transformers Universe comics, which is those books with like all the specs in it, which has a picture and like all their stats and stuff like that. They're very cool. In that Unicron has a quote, that which does not become a part of me shall become one with the great void. I don't know.
Sounds
maybe a
pretty
reach.
darn close.
TF Wiki presumes a lot of stuff, so I don't know. It's not confirmed, but you're right. It sounds similar.
Hey, you know what? It's fun to draw those comparisons, whether or not they're accurate, just to lead people into different parts of the universe.
It's true, and Larry DiTilio and Bob Forward took a lot from Transformers lore, so it's completely plausible. The aliens say, there's more danger than you know, in reference to the necessity to sterilize the planet to avoid a greater threat. This is never touched on again. And the aliens claim that their true forms are incomprehensible, but maybe they're just being jerks, because this also goes out the window later. And I love this bit of trivia, but there was a line in the script cut from the episode in which Rat Trap describes the alien dome as creepier than Crystal City on Constructicon.
So you feel like the aliens are pulling a Wizard of Oz kind of situation there?
What do you mean?
Well, Great Oz, the big, pay no attention to the man behind the mat or the curtain kind of deal. Like they present themselves.
Oh, you're
as
one
this big...
You're one point back. You're still talking about the.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I see what you're saying. They're like they're putting on airs.
Yes,
maybe. I just wish this line was included in the creepier than Crystal City on Constructicon Day. That's a nice callback to the original series. Anyway, I believe I mentioned this in the last episode, but Bob Forward said that this was originally meant to be a 4-parter until he found out that, quote, apparently anything more than a 2-parter is too hard to schedule.
Oh.
which makes sense, I guess. Yeah. I mean, even though it's a very small cast, but, you know. Our last episode, Before the Storm, does lead directly into this one, something that will become much more common in Season 2 and 3. There's a lot of two-parters in Season 2 and 3.
Okay.
At the beginning of the episode, Tarantulas has a series of purple and red bars on his computer screen down in the lair. In Cybertronics, they are labeled bass and treble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's all about that bass.
Uh-huh.
No trouble.
No trouble. Was bass turned all the way up and treble all the way down?
I think they just went up and down.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look at it. But finally, last point. This is very funny. In the audio commentary for the episode with fan consultant Ben Yee, who will not return my calls,
Nope.
and story editor Larry DiTilio on the Madman Entertainment Beast Wars Season 1 DVD. The beginning of their commentary is almost completely inaudible. Larry DiTilio is trying to explain something. Something happens that's very difficult to make out, and Ben Yee suggests they start over. So good job, editors, I guess, on that. I like to think of it like that episode of Seinfeld where George leaves a tape recorder going in his briefcase during a meeting, and when he leaves to see what people are saying about him, there's a low rumple, a metallic squeak, a galunk. Someone cries out, "Dear God!" And there's a squonk, and the tape shuts off. I used to use Seinfeld whenever I would edit. I would just play Seinfeld episodes in the background.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm on a kick where whenever I edit the podcast, I play Albert Brooks movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the end of the script deviation.
All right. Thank you. Should we rate the scheme?
Hey, why don't we?
Yeah, okay.
The scheme, what scheme is it? The alien scheme to just wipe these guys
Well, there's
out?
a few different schemes. I mean, we're still running with the Decepticon scheme.
Megatron does have a scheme that we won't, like, he's real cagey about it. He's hinting at it. We don't know what his scheme is until the next episode, but
And
he's got a long game going on.
yeah, and I'd say that scheme's going well.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Autobots don't have any kind of, they're just trying to investigate. I don't really, but the alien scheme is pretty cut and dry.
We're just gonna wipe it off the
you've
map.
Messed up our experiment, and we're going to start over.
Just shake the Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, we're gonna just dump out the ant colony and fill it back full of sand.
What do you think, Anthony?
Oh, speaking of which, I think Inferno had the best scheme. Just digging a hole.
I think you're right.
No one thought of this before for the royalty.
I think Black Arachnia's scheme is, she's just trying to work a deal and
She's
survive.
trying to get in where she fits in.
Yes, and then
Tarantulas is just pushing desperately to get off this mud ball.
he's trying.
He's been doing
I
it
kinda
for
feel
half
for
the
him.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I think all the schemes are going. They're good schemes. It's just which scheme's going to win out.
We really, I feel like there is, season 1 is twice as long as season 2 and 3. It's 26 episodes. And I feel like there is, with any new series, we have a lot of filler episodes up top, and then they kind of hit their stride.
Yeah.
And I think this is a really good culmination of where they've come in this series.
Yeah, I know. I had hesitations about jumping into this series.
As did Aaron.
Yeah, but glad I did, and I'm really tracking the plot line is really something I'm very impressed with. So thanks, Ryan, for encouraging us and
Forcing us to do this.
well, if we didn't do this, what would we be doing?
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, oh yeah, making that Joe money.
We can.
I'm the ghost of the iconic moment. Ant, you got an iconic moment?
Oh, I think the iconic moments when Unicron shows up.
Yeah.
Or at least the head of Unicron shows up. That is, that's something you're going to see. They cut it into the theme song for the rest of the series. So you're going to see that a lot.
Mm-hmm. I thought my iconic moment choice is when the moon's getting transformed.
I split the difference too. I've said Unicron head, but I mean, yes, finding out the moon's an alien device is awesome.
Yeah, and that continues into the next episode.
Yeah.
In a major way. Next time on Autopod Decepticast, yes.
That Megatron sounded horny.
Next time.
Or like Carol Channing. All right. The hits just keep on coming. Alien malicious machines mark the planet for destruction while Primal pulls out a possible plan to destroy the dastardly dangerous devices before they're all fucked and shit.
Yeah.
I did a little alliteration for you, Aaron.
Don't look good.
That's the script actually for the next episode.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was in the notes.
I think the lesson here is that they should have kept it the Dark Forest.
Don't tell anybody. We're here. Turn out the lights. Just close the curtains.
Like,
pretend like we're not home.
like,
exactly. It's like whenever people, there's been this dude canvassing the neighborhood. I don't know what he wants, but he has a clipboard, and I will not speak to him.
You don't answer the door for anybody, though, don't you? Do you?
Sometimes I have to sign for my tobacco vapes.
Oh, okay.
So Anthony Bricali,
Yes.
give us some plugs. Tell us
Yeah.
where people can find you, should you wish to,
Yeah.
and any plugs you want to share.
Yeah.
Sure. So you can catch the podcast, Transformers University, as well as my other podcast, TFU News and Views, over basically everywhere you find Autopod Decepticast. So if you just search around, maybe search the word Transformers, skip a bunch of other shows, and then subscribe to mine. That's where you can find the show. And then I hang out mainly these days on Blue Sky, so you can find me at tfuinfo.bsky.social.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Whenever we get thumbs ups or likes or something from Ann, it's on Blue Sky. We these days we're just really only posting our episode releases and
Yeah, on Twitter and stuff and Facebook and all those things.
yeah.
We mainly interact on the Discord, but yeah, I mean, I do some stuff on them.
But anyway, Ant, anything else on that? Like, you do your content. What you got any plans? What's coming up? Anything that the listener should be aware of?
No, not yet. I'm working on the next episode of Transformers University right now, and then nothing major yet. Maybe in a few months, maybe in 6 months, but nothing right now. But I do have a Joe for Dough suggestion.
Sure.
For someone, if someone wants to sponsor a Joe for Dough. There is an episode called Once Upon a Joe. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'll give you the basic outline.
Okay.
And then hopefully someone will pay you guys money.
Sure.
To do it.
Get it.
It is the G.I. Joes crash a plane into an orphanage, and then have to rebuild it. So while they're rebuilding it, they have to babysit the orphans.
Oh wow!
And no one better to babysit orphans than Shipwreck. And then
That's
Shipwreck
amazing.
regales them with a story of how it's a thinly veiled story of how he's going to have a foursome with Scarlet, CoverGirl, and Lady Janet.
Oh my god, this sounds amazing! Right up our alley.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
We do have some Doe for Joe coming up, which I think we have. I'll just say we have Rocket's Red Glare, and I think is actually our episode 250. And then there's a two-parter, which I can't remember the name of, that's coming up later in the year. But hey, should you wish to support us, our podcast, the simplest way, give us a review. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play, like, sub on YouTube, which is very fallow. I haven't posted new episodes because I've been using Headliner, and Headliner sucks, and I hate using it. You can go to our Patreon. There are several levels of support. Booty Box at the $5 level. Patreon.com/APODcast. There's merch at our website, autopoddecepticast.com/store. I don't think our new merch from the Booty Box is up yet, but it should be soon. Probably before we go to TFCon in October.
Which we will have merch at TFCon Chicago.
All that shit. We're gonna order some new button sets from the ones that are sold out.
Yeah, let's lose more money.
Exactly. Why? I mean, the table's only what $300, and then for us to go there, and we're definitely gonna come home. Our pockets are gonna be too small for our hundreds.
Our pockets are being full of our merch that we're bringing back.
Exactly. If you know what, another one, if you'd like to buy us a drink, you can do so by just sending us $5 hairs at APODcast on PayPal. Put in the notes what you would like me to make on an episode, and I will make it on a future episode because I cannot make it on a past one.
Thirsty, money, buy us a drink. Buy us a drink.
There it is. Caleb, what's another way that we can do this quid pro quo situation
as
that
we
Ant already
was delightfully bringing up that suggestion of we like to cover G.I. Joe episodes if you give us money. And if you give us money, we'll cover G.I. Joe episodes. Pick one out. Once Upon a Joe has been suggested. I'm always suggesting ones. But hey, suggest whatever you want. And we'll, usually it's around 75.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun.
Around $75, and they are fun. It's a good break in the action for us, and they're a lot of fun. So please consider contributing to our Dough for Joe campaign.
Yeah, I don't know if Aaron being on vacation and busy, I don't know if he'll even be available for our next recording session, which starts off with a Joe episode for our episode
we'll
250.
Do our best. I'm sure that you'll steer this ship. No,
adequately.
I'll give it a shot.
Passably.
I was going to say just really quick. Aaron sent a text. He's flying to his vacation. He's leaving out of Miami right now. Just posted a picture of Melody and him with Ed Begley Jr. at the Miami airport.
Holy shit!
He's flying. He's on their flight to Antigua.
I'm surprised he doesn't have like a pedal-powered plane.
Right. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, they're at the airport. He's flying to. They're on the same flight to Antigua.
Wow, that's cool.
I can only hope that somehow he's at the same resort and
they hang out.
We're gonna just see lots of pictures with them and Ed Begley Jr.
Like he becomes uncomfortable where he's attached himself to them. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, and Instagram, all of them at APODcast. And if you become a patron at any level, you have access to the notorious APDC Discord. Supplemental materials, videos, links to references, and other varieties of fun can be found on this episode's page at autobotdecepticast.com. And if you have the means and desire, come visit us in Chicago in October at TFCon.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we got. This is a good episode.
Yeah,
Thanks for being on, Anthony. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy to join you guys.
Yeah, anytime. You're welcome anytime. Just reach out. If we don't reach out first, and we'll have you on. I mean,
I think, did you requested another one in season 2, right?
Yeah. I went for Code of Hero.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
I got it on the spreadsheet.
Very good.
That's it. Goodbye. Bye. Pistols at Dawn.
Is the sponsor of Autopod Decepticast. Yes.